how it ties up. Why shouldn't we be smoking? Why should we say no to tobacco? We're going to be chatting with Kinza Hussein in a bit. Stay tuned.
And I am broken with nowhere to go. The only road is to the one whose mercy forever flows.
Now, World Tobacco Day is observed annually on 31st May. It was created by the World Health Organization, who, as we know it, in 1987, to draw global attention to the tobacco epidemic and the preventable death and disease it causes. Now, I want to ask you, every time you take a puff, do you actually think about these things, or you just focusing on the relief that it actually kind of gives you for that moment? Now, that day actually aims to raise awareness about the health risk associated with tobacco use and advocate for effective policies to reduce tobacco consumption. Each year, the WHO selects a theme for the day to focus on different aspects of tobacco control and its impact of public health. The themes often address issues such as secondhand smoke. So if you're not smoking, but you're in that environment, there we go, tobacco marketing to young people and the benefits of quitting smoking. Now, I know many people, the moment they had a heart attack or they found out there was a problem with their heart, they just went cold turkey. They stopped immediately with smoking. So that just shows willpower, right? Joined on the line, we have Kinza Hussein, who is a registered dietitian at the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Assalamu alaikum, Kinza. Welcome back to Urban Women.
Walaikum salam. It's good to be back on.
Absolutely. Now, I think whenever we are moving around in public, we can see people smoking. To my shocking awareness, before to see ladies smoking, it was rare. But now, ladies holding those white little buds in their hand, it's just amazing. And of course, there's vape. So please tell us more about World No Tobacco Day, and also what was the theme for 2024?
Yes, so as you mentioned, it's something that was initiated by the World Health Organization, and it's just aimed to draw global attention on the tobacco epidemic and the preventable death and disease that it causes. So there's an organization called the Protect Our Next. So them, along with their partnerships, which include us, are driving awareness of the dangers of tobacco and e-cigarettes, while campaigning for the control of tobacco and electronic delivery systems bill to be passed. So this year's theme was, I think, very, very important. It stops sliding into my DMs, and it highlights the aggressive methods used by big tobacco to infiltrate the lives of our youth, rather through social media, digital platforms, influences, as well as advertising. So we, along with the Protect Our Next partnership, represents South Africa's leading health and community organizations. And we're really just taking that bold stand to protect young people from these tactics, and just to raise awareness and empower the next generation to resist and fight back against these deceptive practices.
Inshallah, because it kind of becomes so... The image is that it's cool, you got to do the in thing, it's trending, and as you said, they just get pulled into all of these deceptive tactics. And what is the aim of No World Tobacco Day?
So it was basically to give a platform to young people across the world who are urging governments to shield them from tobacco marketing tactics. So the industry targets youth for a lifetime of profits. It basically creates a new wave of addiction. So this World No Tobacco Day is about empowering the youth to take a stand as active participants in the fight against big tobacco. And really, just by amplifying their voices, we aim to create a ripple effect that drives awareness and sparks conversations amongst our youth.
So important indeed. And how is South Africa looking with regards to tobacco use statistics?
So the South African Medical Research Council, National University, they did a study report, and that showed that about 1 in 4 university students aged 8 to 24 years, so that's about 26%, reported current use of e-cigarettes, and almost 1 in 3 students reported current hookah smoking. And also very concerning is that children are using e-cigarettes at rates higher than adults in all regions. And globally, an estimated 37 million youth aged between 13 and 15 years use tobacco. And if we look specifically in South Africa, the 2021 Global Adult Tobacco Survey found that just under 13 million people use tobacco in South Africa. And it's concerning because I mean, we listening to the age groups also. It's that exactly that youth, that very young age, and I think that aim is really just to get that new wave of addiction going, and I think that's why it's very important to involve the youth from the very beginning and get them talking about it.
Yeah, that addiction comes in, and then you can know for them it can be termed as sustainable income, right? The end of the day, that's all it is about, not about their health, about their well-being. What would you say, Kinza? How does exposure to advertising and marketing influence the use of tobacco?
So I think advertising and marketing has a great impact on the use of tobacco. Research has found that students exposed to any form of advertisement, marketing, and promotion were almost 3 times more likely to be currently using e-cigarettes or hookah compared to those that don't get exposed. And again, the South African Medical Research Council, that study report found that just under 78% of students were exposed to any advertisement, marketing, and promotion of e-cigarettes. So I think it's important that, for us just to keep remembering that early exposure to tobacco marketing contributes to that long-term addiction, and it increases the likelihood of starting to smoke, even if it just, is as to experiment or with their friends or whatever the case is, or it's an e-cigarette today, the studies also to show that you can get them hooked on to other products as well.
Absolutely. And then, of course, let's not forget about peer pressure and all these things that the youth face as well. And that exposure really does make a difference, because if I have to tell you, don't think, I love to use this analogy, but I'm going to say it, don't think of a big purple elephant right now. What are you going to do?
Think exactly of a big purple elephant. No, it's true. That's exactly how it works. Yes.
Yeah, so that exposure is there, planting that seed. I always say marketing is evil, but anyway, that's how they get what they want to do. So I want to remind our listeners, if you're on a market on Radio Al Ansar, the number to dial. Now, we're talking about young people, right? Studies show socioeconomic factors actually influence tobacco use amongst young people. Can you please elaborate more on these studies for us?
Yes, so it's been found that lower income youths are particularly vulnerable to targeted marketing due to the price promotions and accessibility. And research also indicates that a significant presence of tobacco and e-cigarette advertising on social media platforms. So these tactics often include influencer or celebrity endorsements, and just as you mentioned in the beginning, making smoking and vaping appear fashionable and socially acceptable amongst the youth. And also another very big thing is flavored e-cigarettes and hookahs. They also serve as entry points for non-smokers. So many young people perceive these products as less harmful than the traditional cigarettes, and then it can lead, as I said, to increased experimentation and in regular use.
Can you elaborate on some critical measures that are supported by various organizations that are to be captured in the proposed Products and Electronic Delivery Systems Control Bill?
Yes, so over and above the proposed tobacco products and electronic delivery systems control bill, which is still pending approval by Parliament, measures include higher taxes on tobacco and vape products to make them less affordable, and also robust public awareness campaigns to educate the youth. Importantly, all measures proposed in this bill will apply to both tobacco products and electronic delivery systems. So some of the measures, that's included included is to expand smoke-free zones, so enforcing 100% smoke-free policies in public spaces and even some private spaces, like cars that are carrying children under 12, and areas in which children are cared for. This will also better protect people from that secondhand smoke. And then also ban on cigarette and e-cigarette sales through vending machines. Vending machines present an easy, unmonitored opportunity for underage individuals to purchase tobacco products. And then stricter advertising regulations. I mean, we've been speaking about how that has a huge role to play. So it will include comprehensive bans on tobacco and e-cigarette advertising. So these are just some of the, the points that are mentioned in the bill. But there's a lot more. And as I said, it's still pending approval by Parliament. But I think it will really be a big step in the right direction.
Inshallah, definitely. Now, if I may ask, why does the Heart and Stroke Foundation South Africa take part in World No Tobacco Day?
So, we play a leading role in the fight against preventable heart disease and stroke. And our aim is to see fewer people in South Africa suffer from premature deaths and disabilities. So tobacco is an extremely dangerous toxin, that damages our bodies physically and emotionally with each use. And even the secondhand smoke is detrimental to other people around you, as you mentioned. So any amount of smoking, even occasional smoking, can cause damage to the heart and blood vessels, and smoking poses an even greater risk for some people. So if you're someone that has unhealthy blood cholesterol or high blood pressure or obesity, and these conditions, as we know, they are lifestyle related, but they can also run in the family, can also be from your genes. So if you do have any of these conditions and you're smoking, it just makes your risk even higher to experience a heart disease and stroke.
Absolutely. Always wonderful chatting with you. Finally, what message would the Heart and Stroke Foundation South Africa like to impart upon our listeners this morning?
So our CEO at the foundation actually was a co-author of a policy brief on the harms of tobacco and electronic devices, which was published by the World Heart Federation. And I think she really just focused on the younger generation and emphasized that they need to be more educated and understand at a deeper level the harm that tobacco products pose to their health. Positive behavior is within our reach, and as advocates in the Protect Our Neck space, we'll, as a foundation, also persevere in protecting young people across South Africa. So, we use this day, World No Tobacco Day, but it really is something that we speak about throughout the year, and we must take decisive action to protect our next generation.
Inshallah. Well said. Thank you so much for your time, Kinza. We do hope. How's the weather where you are, by the way?
It's terrible. I'm in the garden route, so the storms are quite hectic at the moment. This weekend was quite bad as well.
I believe so. Garden route is absolutely beautiful, but sorry to you about the weather. We are also not experiencing very good weather this side in KZN, and may we all be safe. Until we connect with you again, Kinza, do have yourself a lovely day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jazakallah. Wa alaikum salam.
That was Kinza Hussain. She's a registered dietitian at the Heart and Stroke Foundation, chatting with us about World No Tobacco Day. I think it's such an important topic. And we have, she stressed and she highlighted upon the youth, because let's just face it, all the marketing, everything is directed to really catch the youth, because it's an addiction. And once that addiction is there, then they're just going to go back and keep purchasing more and more and more, because it's tobacco in there. But I want to ask you, as parents, what do you do when you find out that your child as young as 11 or 9 or 10 is vaping? They've got a vape, they're hanging around, you're taking it to school, it's a cool thing, they're showing their friends. How do you manage? What do you do? What strategies did you think, or have you tried to implement? How do you control these kind of things without pushing your child away so that they hide even more from you? Because some parents will think that if I come hard on my child, They're going to hide. They're going to do it anyway. So what do? Do you just leave them and allow them and let them feel like they're your friend? Do you reprimand them? Do you, instill some sort of punishment? Show them the repercussions of it. If there's any one of you out there that would like to share any of it so that other people, other parents can also benefit, why not? Drop us your WhatsApp on 06090411056. This is your Urban Woman Show with me, Razia Rangridge. I'll be back after the break and we'll be chatting more about Hajj tips. Yes, can you feel that vibe is there? And we'll be hearing from Sheikh Rahman Sufi. Stay tuned for that.
عليه صلاة الله عليه بركات الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله عليه بركات الله لا إله إلا الله.
Audio stream across the world on radioalansar.co.za.
I see her walking down the street. No one know the way she feels. She covers up her clothes, trying to hide her broken home. She takes a look up at the sky.
Urban Woman, sponsored by Vada Gold Gem Jewelers, where timeless dreams become a reality.
Shimmer, sparkle, captivate. Nothing less than a masterpiece. Droplets of gold inspires precious design. Platinum bursts with intricate freshness. And every pure diamond becomes more than just a girl's best friend. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, where timeless dreams become a reality. We tailor-make designer gold, platinum, and diamond jewelry. Trade in or remodel your old gold. Clad yourself with classy name-branded watches. We offer insurance valuation and freezer card calculation. Visit us at 534 Ridge Road, Overport, or call 031 208 9142. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, manufacturers of fine gold and diamond jewelry.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
Welcome to Simplex Radio. Visit our showroom for the full range of car audio. Our TV department carries top brands with quality LED panels, full HD to Ultra HD, and now the experience of Super Ultra HD. Visit our theater rooms and transform your home with brands like Onkyo, Integra, Denon, Boston Acoustics, Yamaha, and more for quality audio visual experience. Now available, full range of home appliances. A one-stop shopping experience. Call 031 306 4029 or Kenilworth Park, 202 Brickfield Road, Overport. Simplex Radio, the name you can trust.
Looking to book a venue for that special occasion? Come and book the Conference Centre on 207 West Road or Community Hall on 189 West Road, which accommodates 120 to 300 people with ample and safe parking. For all your hall requirements, contact the Reservations Department on 031 208 1601 or email us at reservations@alansar.org.za. Save the date. Don't delay. Book away.
Urban Woman, sponsored by Vada Gold Gem Jewelers, where timeless dreams become a reality.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم
We hope to get you into the vibe. Hope you are reciting your labbaik. Hope you have made the niyyah. If you haven't been for Hajj and you haven't been accredited for this year, for Zil Hijjah 1445, may our labbaik be there. But remember, it also depends on how seriously we want to go. You know, how deep our desire is. It is already the 28th of Zil Qad 1445. Let's get some Hajj tips from Sheikh